little solo adventure this time. Might try for a couple of sand crabs while I'm waiting for this tide to run back in. What a great anchorage. Yeah, just slept like a baby. There he is again, that big squid. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm going down to a place called Yellow Patch. Some of the locals where I live would know it, but for those that don't, yeah, it's a little inlet that goes into Curtis Island. Curtis Island is, well, between Gladstone and the mouth of the Fitzroy River, really, I guess, simplest way to explain it. And just come across to the sand dune here, so it's where the place gets its name from, so Yellow Patch. So I'm going to go for a bit of a walk up the top there and have a bit of a look. Well, I'm glad that's not any bloody higher than what it is, but once you get on top, it's quite hard. It's packed down. But just climbing up the hill part of it, yeah, knocks you up a little bit. Anyway, I'll turn the camera around and give you a bit of a look, guys. From Keppel Sands boat ramp down to here, if you're in a straight line, it's about 50 kilometres to the mouth of Yellow Patch. Because it was so rough this morning, I had to head down the coastline a little bit just to get out of some of that rough water and get a little bit closer to the top end of Curtis Island, and then follow the top along the Curtis Island to the mouth of the Yellow Patch here. So to give me a lot better, a lot smoother ride. But now I'm in here, it's beautiful. I thought the water might have been dirty because we've had quite a bit of wind here lately, but yeah, it is quite blue and clean. Intend to spend a couple of nights down here. Go and put a couple of crab pots in. The tide's still running out at the moment. I thought I might try for a couple of sand crabs while I'm waiting for this tide to run back in out in these flats here. So at least I'll have the pots all set up, ready to go, and if I do no good, it's nothing lost, and then I can move them up the creek later on when that tide gets in. Well guys, I don't know much about catching sand crabs, but sandy flat here, so I'll give it a go while we're waiting for that tide to start moving in, and then I'll get it up the creek somewhere. And I might go and have a bit of a look and see if I can find some yabbies. Well, I can't find any bloody yabbies up this way, and I can't go up any further at this time of the tide anyway. It's gets really shallow through here now. I know people have got pump yabbies here, so yeah, I'm just not looking in the right spot, I think, guys. Might have to throw a few lures around and try for a flatty or a salmon or something. Bring those pots up a little bit further here. There's quite a deep hole just here, so there could even be a muddy sitting in there if I haven't picked up a sand crab. Alright, well that's a little bit of a shift. I got them up the creek a little bit further. I'll just have to wait and see how late the tide is this afternoon, whether I can take them up any further as it comes in. But I don't want to be running around here at night time. I don't know the creek well enough, but as long as I've got daylight, I'll come back in a few hours and shift them up. So we'll just play it by ear. And yeah, I'm going to head back to the boat now. The occupancy level has risen quite considerably while I've been away. And yeah, it is pretty popular, and it's a good little anchorage to get out of the weather and you know, have a good quiet night, good quiet comfortable night on the water. So Well, it's been a couple of hours since I shifted him, so I thought I'd come up and have a bit of a look and just see how much water's come in and just whether I can shift him up the creek any further. Guys, I really come into some shallow water here, so I'll have to make sure I'm on the money in the morning running these buggers. They should be right though. Everyone else seems to be going up that bigger creek and they got tinny, so this little boat can get into shallower water, so hopefully I'll be the only one up here. Giving me a fair chance of jagging a crab. Anyway, I'll get a few in and see how we go tomorrow. Alright, that's 3 of the 4 pots. There's one I can't find, so what I think's happened, it's dragged. I got up here a little bit late, probably left it like half an hour too late, and the tides dragged the pot. It snagged somewhere, and I think the float's under the water, so hopefully I can pick it up tomorrow. But I've got 3 further up a creek there, so should improve my chances of getting a crab. No sand crabs out in the flat here, so like I said, I don't know much about sand crabs, but had a crack anyway. Phone service in here is a bit ordinary. Down where the boats are anchored up, I'm not getting anything there. When you climb up on top of the yellow sand dune, yellow patch sand dune, it's intermittent, just depends. But this area here where I'm sitting here doesn't seem to be too bad, so I'm just going to send a couple of texts and that sort of stuff, and then I'm going to head back to the boat, guys. Well, that's about it for me today. Just had a quick shower out the back. Lucky the boats, or the stern of the boat's facing away from everybody. I could get out in the back deck and have a bit of a wash off and that. Otherwise everyone would see my white butt standing out in the afternoon sun. But anyway, it's all good. I'm just going to have myself a bit of a feed and have an early night, I think, and I'll tune back in tomorrow, guys, and we'll go and check those crab pots, and hopefully we got a crab up that way. Morning, guys. What an absolutely beautiful day this is looking like. Bloody had a great night's sleep on the water here. What a great anchorage. It just slept like a baby. Just going to get a couple of wheat picks into me and a cup of tea, and then I'm going to run up and grab these crab pots. Be pulling them in today, probably bring them back to the boat. So anyway, I hope there's a couple of crabs up there, and might get a little bit of fishing done today. Looks like whiting off the cards. I couldn't find any yabby bed yesterday, so I'll have to go. I might go and throw a few lures around somewhere. There's a few patches of rocks out the front here. There's more sticks up the creek there, so might look at doing a little bit of that to fill the day in today.
It's a good morning. It's a good morning. Sun is shining, birds are singing, you are smiling back at me. Got the boat hooked on the back of the truck, we got nowhere else to be. It's a good morning. It's a good morning. Windows rolled down, favorite songs up, barefoot tapping on the dash. We can take the back roads, no one else around. Hit my arm when I go too fast. It's a good morning. It's a good morning. I can back the boat in, you can crack open our first cold ones of the day. Before the clock hits noon, me and you will be floating our worries away. 'Cause it's a good morning. It's a good It's a good morning. Good morning. Ba-ba-dum-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-da-dum. Ba-ba-dum-ba-ba-dum-ba. Ba-ba-ba-da-dum.
Alright guys, we're up here now, so we'll see how we go. It's that shallow, so it comes in quite quickly and goes quite quickly, so I'm hoping it's pretty, probably half an hour, 40 minutes off the top of the tide, so hopefully the run will be pretty steady while I check these three. Yesterday I've lost one. I'll have to have a bit of a look at it and see if I can find it. But anyway, I'll go and check these three and see how we go. Okay, this is the furthest one I've got up the creek of the three. Thought I'd come down as far as I had to go and then work my way back out of the creek. Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. Oh, well, that's a bit disappointing. I was a little bit confident up here. All right, the second one. See if it's a bit better. I haven't really spoke to anyone here where there's a few doing crabbing, but no one's really going up this way. They're all going further up the creek. Another empty pot. Oh well, live and learn, I guess. I can see the pot in the water there, but I'm just trying to determine whether there's a crab sitting in there, but it might be a bit of dark, a dark patch I've done on the pot. I'm going to get a bit closer to that rope. Set a wasp nest in there, I'll know about it. Oh, it feels empty. Zippo. Ah, well, I had a crack. Had a crack, just a nice big bloody fish head in there. Anyway, nothing lost, I suppose. Like I said, it's been 25 years since I've been here, and this is a creek I've caught crabs in 25 years ago. I would have been up it a little bit further, but just at the time of the tide I come in yesterday, I was snigging the boat in here. I could have left it a little bit later, I suppose, but anyway, it's another good excuse to come back here another day. And I see everyone's going further up the creek, so I haven't seen a boat come in here. So whether that might be a good indication it doesn't crab very well, but I know I've caught crabs here a long time ago. But in all fairness too, the tides are like just getting up to where I'd call the tides getting, you know, a good crabbing tide, you know, sort of over that 4 metre mark, and today's still under 4 metres, well, about 4 metres, so you know they're just starting to become good crabbing tides. in my experience. So you can get them further up the creek, you know, further into the mangroves where they are. So but it was good. The whole purpose of coming down here was to have a look at yellow patch, and I'll definitely be coming back here with crab pots again for sure. But anyway, I'm going to run these back to the boat now, and then I'm going to try and make a bit of a plan to do a bit of fishing today. I have no bait. I do have a cast net. I could throw that in, but I'm probably going to throw a few lures around and a few jigs and that sort of stuff. Probably fill the day in doing a bit of that, and hope I can catch you guys a fish. Seeing I missed out on the crabs. But yeah, like I said, it's been good coming back to a place I haven't been to for such a long time, because it's absolutely beautiful here. It really is. You can see why it's so popular. You know, boats coming in to anchor, you know, for a good calm night's sleep. And yeah, just the place itself, the big patch of yellow sand, you know, it's beautiful. Go and get these pots back to the boat. I just heard my phone going off there, so it's funny how you get up the creek here this way and you start getting service, but I'm not getting any down where we're anchored. Well, I thought I'd come back where I lost that pot, yesterday, just have a look, because there's no run in the water now. And if it has snagged up somewhere, I believe the float might have popped up, and I can just see it down here, guys. So I'm pretty sure it'll be my pot. I'll go and get that bugger, and maybe that's the lucky pot. Well, it certainly ain't the lucky pot, but at least I got it back. It's one thing. Oh, little baby cod in there. Anyway, getting the pot back was a pretty important thing. Now guys, I've just come down to the mouth of Yellow Patch here. Kind of a bit of throw a few lures around these rocks here. I'm sure I've seen a squid there before too, so I haven't really got exactly a squid jig on, but it was a decent sized one. Bloody ripper actually. Anyway, we'll have a few more casts and see how we go. Well, I didn't do any good out the front there. I'm sure there was a couple of squid there, but I didn't have a squid jig. They weren't interested in any other little lure thing I had to throw at. I'd come up here and just troll along the sticky bank here while I still can, before the tide gets too low. Just see there's something lurking around here. There was a fair bit of water in this whole low tide yesterday, but it looks great area to catch a crab and a fish. It's just exposed. Being here at the right time, or having a little bit of local knowledge always helps. Anyway, it's a beautiful spot to enjoy a few days. Fish and crab would be a bonus. Alright guys, I've just caught up on the latest forecast. I was going to stay another night to possibly get a better ride home in the morning, but it doesn't seem any better than what it is this afternoon, tomorrow morning. So I've just loaded everything up and I'm going to start making my way back. And yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. little bit of a look at Yellow Patch. I'll certainly be back here again. There's a lot to learn about the place. Like I said, 25 years since I've been here, and it was only a short stay myself back then. So, but anyway, I've got everything loaded up and had to head back and get back into Pumpkin Creek this afternoon. Be a late afternoon, but I might just make my way back steady now and have a look along the way and see if I can pick up something on the sound or something like that. Might even have a look around Pummicky, something like that, just to kill a little bit of time. And I get back too early, I can always tuck in behind Goop Reef and hang out there for a while and so, have a look at what I've got, how I've got the boat loaded on, guys. So yeah, she's a bit of a wild show, but you know, I've done it this way a couple of times now. Plan is to mount it on the roof. I just seem to keep finding excuses not to get in and get that job done, but it'll certainly make things easier when I can stick it up on the roof. It's pretty full in here, but it sits there okay. So anyway, it is what it is, as they say. Alrighty, so anyway, cheers for watching. Hope you get a little bit of a look around Yellow Patch, Curtis Island here. And if you do like the video, please like, share and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one, guys. Cheers.